Hello everyone, it's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity podcast. This is a show that offers cutting-edge information on how to improve your vision and overall wellness through holistic methods. I so appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you have questions, you can send them to hello@drsamberne.com. Now, to the latest EyeClarity episode. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to another EyeClarity podcast. So I'm hiking today and I wanted to take a question from somebody who's been following me on YouTube. And so the question is, this gentleman is nearsighted. We've got a lot of nearsighted people out there. It's a growing epidemic. Anyways, he went to his eye doctor and he got an increased prescription, and all of a sudden, he started to see double. So his question is, can increasing the prescription create a double vision scenario? Well, the answer to that is yes. So let me explain. You know, when we get an eye exam and we get a lens prescription, especially in the nearsighted world, what happens is the doctor is correcting you to see a 1/3 inch letter at 20 feet. We call that 20/20. And I would say in the eye care field, what we do is we keep ratcheting it up. We want to keep increasing the prescription. You've probably experienced that. You go back and the doctor makes the prescription tighter and stronger, because the thinking is the better the resolution, the better you see, the safer it's going to be. But unfortunately, that's actually not necessarily true. And when you start getting a stronger prescription, it separates the eyes more, it tunnels the eyes more. So you have less peripheral vision, and this works for both contacts and glasses. Doesn't matter. You know, people think, well, if I wear contacts, I'm not going to have this problem. But it's the same lens, except it's a little more unconscious because you have a lens on the eye and you just forget about it. But whether it's a contact lens or a pair of glasses, when the eye exam gives you a stronger lens, you're going to be more tunneled, and it creates more separation in the eyes. And so with that separation, it's going to be harder for you to keep using your two eyes together, and your brain kind of wigs out here, so you either see double vision or the brain suppresses or shuts off one of the eyes. You know, in the testing that I have done, what I learned over the years is not only should you do an acuity check at distance and near, but you also need this to test the state of how well the two eyes are working together. Are they balanced? And when you do these kinds of tests, you can see that one of the eyes actually drops out. The brain actually starts ignoring it, because there's a conflict between the two eyes. There's a competition. So they're not collaborative, but they're competing with each other. You know, if we're right eye dominant, right-handed, and, you know, the right eye connects to the left brain, which is more of our detail analytical things. This starts in school. You know, we have to get the job done. We have to get it right. We have to be perfect. We have to do details. But the left eye, which is our creative, intuitive side of the brain, sometimes gets left behind. And if we start getting blurry vision, the eye doctor is basically just validating or reinforcing what's happening to a child when they're, you know, learning to read, reading to learn, and so on. So for this gentleman, my advice would be to go back to your old prescription. Either talk your eye doctor into it or ask him to give you a computer prescription. Usually in nearsightedness, when you get a computer prescription, it is going to be less powerful than the distance prescription, and that would be a way to reduce the double vision. I also think doing my eye exercises like the end palm hum, the eye dialogue, the yin-yang peripheral vision exercise, those things can help relax the eyes, help the peripheral vision work in a more integrated way, and you can start to avoid this doubling effect. But there's no question there is a correlation in the stronger the lens prescriptions, the less chance your two eyes are going to work together. So my advice is go back to your old prescription, start doing these eye exercises, and the double vision will resolve. So that's our show for today. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, take care. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from the EyeClarity podcast show today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. See you here next time.